Today will be the day 8 of Linux. So if you missed the last 7 classes, go and watch. It is already available in the channel, and go to playlist section. There will be a Linux tutorial. Okay, today we are going to discuss about how to create a user in Linux operating system. Right? If you see in Windows also you will be having a user. Right? By default you will log in as one particular user and password. In the same way Linux also you will be having user, and in Linux you can, how in Windows how you can create a guest users, right? If you remember, like family, for families, in the same way Linux also you can able to create a multiple users. So now let's learn how to create a single user, then after I will show you multi-user as well. Okay, let me open my slides. So changing identities. So often we need to gain super user privilege to carry out some administrative task. What we are like, what are the possible ways? Right, I want to have a superpower, nothing but sudo user permissions. So the possibilities? You can log out and log into a alternate user, nothing but which user you have the permissions. Then you can use login as that user, or you can use su command, which is switch user, or you can use sudo command. By executing sudo command you will have all sudo powers. So for experimental, let's create 3 users, which is one is Ram, Sita and Lakshmana. Okay, so first you need to go as a root user, then after you need to click add user Ram, right? Sudo -i, then after if you enter who am I, it's a root user, right? By adding add user Ram will be added. Then it will ask for username and password, try to give it. Then I will create 3 users, right? I have given only one snippet, so try to create Sita and Lakshmana as well. Now what I will do, I will try to log into the Sita. For that, what you need to do, just simply execute su Sita, right? It will ask for password, give the password, right? If you go cd tilde symbol, it will go to the home directory. So by default, if you log into su Sita, you will log into the /home/ubuntu directory. So you need to add one extra step, cd tilde, then you will go to home directory. But if you want to log into home directory of Sita directly, there is a one command, right? You need to execute su-l. Here I have executed Lakshmana. So then whenever you execute pwd, you are directly enter into the Lakshmana user. So how to log into user? You need to execute command su-l username. Here I used Lakshmana. If you created some other name, you need to give that username. Right now you know, right, how to log in into the Linux user, right, from one user to another user. Right, from Sita user I am logging into the Lakshmana user using command su-l. So in the same way you can able to log in. Right now you know at least how to create a user and how to log in into the user. Yes or no? So if you want to become root user, you need to enter su-. Okay, now I will show you. I told you right in the last class, @_password. In this file you will be having the what user related information. Okay, if you see, I have created 3 users, right? 3 users related information was present: home directory and default bash. Okay, so now what I will do, I will log in into Ubuntu user and I will execute sudo apt update, and it's working perfectly, right? Sudo apt update. Now I will log into new users which I have created, Ram. So if I execute, I'm getting sudo permissions, sudo file, this incident will be reported. Okay, whenever you create any new user, your user will not have any superpowers, right? It's a dummy user. So you need to have that superpowers and you need to add that. How to add that? Let me show you that. So how to give RAM? Okay, how to give RAM the permissions to execute sudo commands. Okay, what you need to do, you need to log in as a Ubuntu user, then execute sudo vi sudo, then go inside the file, add ram, so that ram user will have superpower. Don't worry, I will show you practically, then you will understand. So then after login as a ram user, then it will work. Okay. So if you want to execute any command with sudo on the Ubuntu machine, user should be part of sudoers file. Then only user can execute commands with sudo. Right? Sudo is a command for super user. Now we are going to discuss about ch1. Nothing but change file ownership and group. How to change the owner of the file. Okay. I will create a simple text file which is touch important.txt. If I enter ls-al, you can see who is the owner of this file, ram. If I want to change that owner, what you need to do, you need to execute this command ch1 owner group file name. Okay, I will show you example, right? If you see, I have done sudo ch1, I have given Sita important.txt. If I enter ls-l, you can see in the place of ram, Sita gets added. If you want to give permissions for user as well as group, then you need to use Sita colon Sita. Then user and group user, right? Both will get Sita. So like this, you can able to change the owners of the files as well. If you want to change the ownership of the folder or directory, you need to use -r. Okay, then you directory ownership will be changed. Okay, don't worry, I am going to show you this. So if you want to change the user password, just you need to log into that user, execute passwd, or you can change the password from root user as well, right? Just enter sudo passwd username, then automatically it will ask for new password. You can change the password. Okay, if you see chmod, I have shown you ch1, right? Ownership. If you want to change like change mode, which is chmod, u will be the owner, g will be the group, o will be the other, a nothing but all. So there will be operators. Plus operator is the add, minus will be remove. Like if you see, I have created one folder. Right, once folder was created, I have added some basic text files. Right, whenever I use chmod u plus x mod test 1.txt got a execute permission, right? User plus x, nothing but try to give user ram and execute permission. That's the meaning. Okay, user ram got a execute permission, right? Before that, you can see 1.txt, right? There is no execute permission. So whenever I execute u plus x, now it's got a execute permission, right? One more thing, if you say g equal to rw, nothing but group equal to read and write. So see this a file, right? See the group read write execute. Now whenever I enter g equal to rw, only read write will be there, right? So like this you can able to change the you can modify the permissions. Okay, I will show you this all these things practically, but before that, if you are liking this series, you can scan this code and do some donation, so that I will continue this type of series, right? And if you want any type of training, online training on DevOps, you can ping me on WhatsApp. If you are from outside country, you can directly ping me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number was 8500411773. Okay, 8500411773. This is also a phone pay and Google Pay number as well. If you don't want to use the scanner, you can use this mobile number for the donation, right? Let's meet again in the next video. Before going, I will show you all these things practically, right? In the next class we will continue, but before that, I go away. I have already created a server, right? I will log in into this server. And shall we create a user? Okay, I will go as a root user. Okay, add user ram, password will be ram, enter y. So I will create one more user, add user Sita, sorry, I need to give the password, right? Sita, Sita, enter y. Now add user LAKSHA Laksh MANA Lakshmana, password LAKSHMANA. Okay, LAKSHMANA. Enter. Yes. Okay. This is the command to create a user. If you want to create a user, command will be simple. Add user, username, whatever name you want to create. Then it will ask for password. Try to give the password. Then after enter, just give Y. Okay. Once the user was created, what will be the next step? Right. Let me open the slide. I have forget. Okay, I will log in into that specific user, right? First exit, right? I am SU Sita. Password was Sita, right? I can log in into the Sita user. But if you see PWD, I'm in the home directory. CD colon. Now PWD. Now I came into the home slash Sita. Okay, I will execute su-l ram. So you need to enter -l, then it will go to the RAM user and it will go directly to the default home directory. Yes, password will be RAM, right? If you enter pwd, right? I directly log into the home directory. So try to use su-l whenever you log in into, if you want to log into any specific user, -l is nothing but it will log in into the home directory. Okay, that is a command su-l. You know how to create a user and you know how to log in into the user. Super, right? Now what I will do, let me see the slides. So I will show you the HCPSSW password. Okay, I will exit this, exit sudo cat slash. I told you right in the previous session, whenever you create anything, any new user, your user related information will be present in the etc slash PSSWD, right? Ram Sita Lakshmana. Yes. Now what I will do, I will execute sudo apt update. Okay, in Ubuntu user sudo apt update was working perfectly. Now I will switch to a user called as ram. Okay, su-l ram. When I told you right, whenever you want to log in, go to the home directory, it will be better. Password will be ram. Now if I execute sudo apt update, it is asking for password. Let me give the password. Yeah, RAM is not in sudo's file. This incident will be reported. I told you right, whenever you create a user, user is just created and it's a dummy. It should not have any superpowers. You need to add that superpowers. Okay. And one more thing, for AWS related machines, by default, you cannot able to log into the user with password. That password authentication was disabled. You need to enable that. I forget, right? Did I mention that? Okay, I might miss it this. Okay, now exit vi sudo. So permission denied, you need to enter sudo vi sudo. Now I will enter ram. Ram need a superpower. Okay, if you want to do for Sita, you can do. I just add one user right now. I will you know APA SSWD. What is the meaning? Let me explain. So all members of group sudo to be executed any command. So if I added this ram to this, then it can ram can able to execute as a root user. So no password, all nothing. But whenever I log into the ram, right, whenever I update sudo apt update, it will ask for asking a password. If you remember just now, it should not ask me again password. That's the reason I given no password, right? Sudo apt update, it is asking for a password. It should not ask me password. That's the reason I given no password there. Okay. Now su-l ram, password will be ram, sudo apt update. Right, it's working super, right? So if I enter s by mistakenly, if you want to delete that, what you need to do? What is the command to delete an extra? Right, control D. Control D is the command if you want to delete anything. So go and kept cursor, control D, it will delete. Okay, now I will go back to the slides, right? So I want to change the ownership of the file. So for that, what I need to do, I need to create one file. I will create one important.txt ls-la ls-la important.txt, right? Ram is the owner. I want to change the owner. Ch own Sita imp.txt. Ch own Sita, changing ownership of important.txt or okay, you need to enter sudo, sorry, because you need to enter sudo. Owners, you are changing directly the owner, right? You need to enter sudo, then only it will work out. So ls-la important.txt, right? Sita was added or not? So if you want to, so try to see this parameters. Yesterday I have to I have explained you, right? This is read write execute, right? User, sorry, owner. One more thing was group others. Okay, just changed the owner. If you want to change the group and owner both at a time, just do Sita colon Sita, then user and owner. That's the meaning. Okay, enter. Now I will enter ls-la, right? Before that ram, now Sita was added. So using chown command, you can change the owner of the file, right? You know how to create a user, right? Add user, how to log into the user, su-l, right? That user will not have a permissions. Then go to sudo vi sudo, add the permissions. Now if you want to change the ownership, you can do chown, right? If you want to modify the permissions, you can change the owner. Okay, if you want to modify the permissions, what you need to do, that thing we are going to discuss. Okay, don't worry. So you can change the password of the user as well. PASS Okay, PASSWD. By entering password, it will ask a current password. I will give the current password, RAM. New password, Sita 12345. So I'm just giving some random password. Sita 12345. Okay, like this you can able to change the password. Okay, from RAM user, right? From RAM user, if you want to change the Sita's password, is it possible? Yes. Sudo PASSWD Sita. Right, new password for Sita. I will give RAM 12345. RAM 12345. Now I will log into Sita under home directory. It will ask for password. Now password is not Sita. I have changed it, right? RAM 12345. I'm just testing whether password was changed or not. Yes, I can able to log into the Sita directly. So like this you can able to change the passwords, right? So now shall we add any permissions to the directory files? So for that, what you need to do, first let me create some dummy folder. Okay, mkdir -p is nothing but it will create a folder, right? Mod slash, inside that it will create three folders, a comma b comma c. Nothing but what is the meaning of this? It will create a new folder called as mod. Inside this mod it will create again three folders, a b c. Okay, if I enter ls-al mod, yes, it has created three folders, right? D starting with D is directory, starting with dash file, yesterday we have discussed, right? Dash file, D directory, L linked file. So this is like web series, you need to follow every video. Okay, now next step, I want to add the execute permission to the 1.txt. Okay, let me create one. Okay, yeah, I need to add some files. Forget, touch mod 1::. Let me create four files. Yesterday this one also discussed, right? If you want to create four files at a time, you need to give 1.4 lsfnal mod. Okay, I want to change the, I want to give execute permission, chmod u plus x mod 1.txt. Sorry, typo, right? chmod chmod. Okay, lsfnal mod, right? 1.txt color was changed, right? This file got a execute permission, right? I will change the group to read write. Okay, of a folder I want to change from read write execute to read write. Then sudo chmod group equal to read write mod, I will change to a. Okay, lsfnal mod. So read write, right? Before that there is a read write execute, now it is converted to read write, right? In the next video we will discuss more concepts on Linux. So that's it for today, let's meet again tomorrow.